MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Ballers and the Elite. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Davy Garcia will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. What do you have for us on him, Danny? It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
At the plate, Gio Urshela. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
California, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
First pitch, 7:05.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Bichette gathers it in, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, I love
on the ground to second for Torres. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Garrett Cole is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. And one guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 3 for 11. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Acuna gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's wide, 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Look and a throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 1.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So here's Pete Alonso, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Here's the first pitch to him.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
A 1-0 delivery.
At the ball. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Boom goes the dynamite. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his third home run of this series as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
A ball and a strike. Cole is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty D, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw in the game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Dan, this offense certainly came to swing. I personally, I don't know how the pitcher regroups from a start like this.
Zero, this is one of those nightmare innings, right? You give up a grand slam, you try to compose yourself and gather your thoughts and make sure you throw strike one to the next guy. Then he follows that up with the bullet base hit. So right now, he is looking for the exit. It's not going to be a very long game for this guy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 4 runs here in this half inning. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Torres is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
0-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, how do they go about winning an AL pennant here at home?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Standing in, George Springer. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the second set to go. So striding forward now, Nick Solak, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. One strike now from Cole. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. From the stretch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
To the plate now, Willie Calhoun. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. The 1-0 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Soto. He drew a walk his first time up. Full sets. Here's his offering. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Over to first. Cole. Runner back standing. 2 out with the man at first. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Coming in is Nimmo. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning.
Leading off for California, the first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Now another 2-2.
3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Fouled off.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Bichette's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting in, the right fielder, number 9.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball well outside. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Acuna giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 9, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
So 2 are gone now for Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1 the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the pitch. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Acuna coming in. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Riding into the box, Pete Alonso. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Hey, the difference in this one, they lead by 4. Go back to this guy's previous AB, a towering grand slam that knocked in 4 runs.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. Torres will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Torres.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Has a look, now the pitch.
1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So digging in now, Bo Bichette. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One-0 count. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit. The throw home. Tag there by Molina. He's out at the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he hits one on a line to left field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We've got more. It's Game 6, and we're back after this. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Jairo Munoz, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Torres scoops it up to second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. To the box, Nick Solak. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
The catcher, Nick Solak.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The designated hitter, number 5, Willie Calhoun.
Ready for another chance? Willie Calhoun, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Cole has his target. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over.
Leading off for California, the center fielder, George Springer.
And the pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Lays off. 2-2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
And Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to stop it. And it's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Yadi Molina digging in now. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. Las Vegas is on top 4-3. Juan Soto to the plate now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Now the 1-0. High and deep to center field. Back goes Springer, still ranging back.
It is gone! Holy cow! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! I don't believe it!
So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd home run of the series, and it's now 5-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. He'll try again. 1-2.
Ball 2. Next count 2-2.
Still even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Count now a ball and a strike. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Elite on top, 5-3. Stepping up now, Gio Urshela. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Jairo Munoz.
Stepping into the box, Jairo Munoz. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He started out the evening 0-for-2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Jake Faria enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Jake Faria.
At the plate, Bo Bichette, 1-for-2 in the ball game thus far.
Not shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left. Peterson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Peterson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the catcher, Nick Solak.
Stepping into the box, Nick Solak. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball back low.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0.
That's out.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring to pitch and just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now.
No strike.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, center fielder, Ronald Acuna.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. He's set, and the pitch. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. In now, Willie Calhoun. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here now is Juan Soto. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Booyah! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Adrian Hauser gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And now as we take you back to the very first inning as he got him going early. A grand slam right out of the gates. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-2. is looked at for ball number 2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Yordan Alvarez.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. Line to the right side. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see at this lineup.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 9-3 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, George Springer. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Acuna has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Winker. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Drilled to the right side. Torres picks it up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Josh Peterson.
Striding in once again, Jock Peterson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. This is in the air out to straightaway center. After it is Acuna. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready for another shot now. Torres 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
The second baseman, Torres.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you've got to at least throw strikes here.
Two balls and a strike.
Count 2-1.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line, but speared on a hop. One there. Relay to Encarnacion, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Now at the plate, Nick Solak. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. This one's down to third. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. In once again, Edwin Encarnacion.
The first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Jordan Hicks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Jordan.
Here comes the first pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A pause and the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Nimmo. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
On the ground to second for Torres. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yadier Molina. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Las Vegas leads this one 9-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Acuna digs in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Acuna Jr.
First pitch on its way. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And there's 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in, Willie Calhoun. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 0-2 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Digging in, Juan Soto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Moving on for California, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Slider laid off for a ball. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
There's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And the slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Those are just two great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches, sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate, couldn't get the batter to fish.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. None out, runners at first and second. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The center fielder, number 4,
George Springer the next to hit. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
now batting, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Now batting, Jesse Winker, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch, hit down the line at first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. It's celebration time. They are champions of the American League.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
For my partners, Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors.